Hi guys, welcome back to Beyond the Bricks with me, William. Now we're exploring a house in the Bintaro area. The house behind me has a design concept that combines mid-century European style from the 50s and 60s with contemporary architecture. Let's take a look together.
Wow, yeah.
This makes the house feel more like a villa, right? So having something like this makes it feel more balanced.
Okay friends, now we're here with Mrs. Marcella from Map Studio. And the name of this house is RA House.
That's right, RA house.
Okay, maybe you can start by telling us about the land area and the building area. Approximately how big are they?
For RA house, the land area itself is 520 square meters and the building area is 420 square meters. The building itself is a renovation, so there was already an old building that we restored to make it more modern.
Wow. Okay, I'm also curious about the concept. Because there are natural stones like this, maybe the tone is more earthy, warmer. Maybe we can talk about it while looking at it from the inside. Sure.
Sure, let's just go inside.
Okay, let's go. Wow, this place is insanely spacious.
Yeah, it's huge, 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 huge.
Wow, maybe you could tell us a bit first, ma'am. From the moment you enter, it looks like a huge garden and the house really shows a blend of materials. What's the overall concept, ma'am?
Yes, so when we first met with the client, she actually gave us references that lean towards a classic building style, mid-century. Well, that's what we call it because she was leaning towards a European classic style.
Okay, yes.
But actually, my suggestion at that time was maybe not to go to mid-century either, so don't make it too classic as well. So how about we combine it with some modern touches as well, like that. So in mid-century style itself, what's really dominant are natural stone and wood. Well, we can also use a lot of wood for the building. It's actually modern, so from there I developed how we can achieve this modern mid-century style. That's how it became the main concept of the design.
Okay, can you maybe tell us about the materials and also maybe the design concept of the facade itself? Maybe I noticed that the entrance has a single line. A bold line. Maybe this is Ulen wood, ma'am? Yes.
So for this, we actually combine several materials, especially the wood itself. So maybe you can see what the previous building looked like. Actually, there was only this building. The square one at the end wasn't there. It was actually empty. So the building was already, how do you say it, leaning a bit to that side. And this used to be a garden, a large garden with more green open space. Here was also actually a green open space. Then the reason we gave it a bold line was actually to represent the modern style itself. So modern buildings tend to use a lot of strong geometric shapes, so like boxes or something like that. But since we still want to pursue the mid-century style, we combine it a lot with natural stone. So for this grill, we use Kalimantan ironwood. For the upper part of the wall panel, we use synthetic wood, specifically WPC wall panels.
Okay. Maybe we can start by discussing the carport, ma'am.
Sure, okay.
This carport looks really wide to me. What's the approximate size, ma'am? 5 meters.
If I'm not mistaken, from end to end, it's about 9 to 10 meters, okay? So when they first came, it was really the husband, okay? He likes automotive stuff. So the husband was more involved in the building and the areas he liked, like that. So his initial request was that the carport, garage, and the surrounding area had to be able to accommodate a lot of cars because, you know, his friends often come over and park, so they need quite a lot of parking space. So there were actually a few things that we had to sacrifice, so to speak, Before, the green open space was much bigger and it really looked a lot more lush. But because of that need, in the end, we had to make adjustments as well. So we made the front area here into a carport for receiving guests. Later, some private vehicles can be parked in the garage.
Just like that?
But we still keep this garden area as well. And actually, some of the plants used here were already here before. The existing plants that were already here before. So it seems like the previous owner really liked plants, so we made use of some of them.
Wow. So this is actually complete, right? That's right.
And then I thought, since the green open space has been reduced quite a lot, I also put plant elements on the facade like that, so that there's still some greenery, you know. Don't let it get too barren, too dry.
Can I ask you something, ma'am? Maybe this is a bit random. Yeah.
Yes.
Usually with carpets, you just lay them down, right? But I saw here, there's also a garden area here.
Yes.
Was this intentionally made like this, or what is this usually for, ma'am?
So if we look inside, behind this carport is the living room.
Okay, yes.
So actually, from the existing building itself, there is a window here. But because we changed the window, we added palimanan stone as a frame, like that. So this living room still needs light because it's in the middle of the room, right?
That's right.
Actually, it doesn't get enough light. So we left part of the carport open so it can still get light from above. We let light in through the window so the living room still gets it.
Wow.
It looks bright.
That's right. Now I'm curious about how the light reflects inside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe before we go in, this is the main entrance, right?
Yes, that's right. So in the existing building itself, this is already a terrace. But there really isn't, what do you call it, this curved shape. There wasn't any, so we added this as a form of mid-century adaptation.
Yes.
For the natural stone, we chose palimanan stone because actually what we're after is how the color changes over time compared to limestone.
Like that. Wow, this looks really grand, doesn't it? Yeah. Did you choose the door yourself, or was it from the client? Well,
for this one, the client actually chose the door themselves, so we'll see it inside later, okay? So actually, this renovation originally wasn't designed to reach this height. So the existing building itself was only 270 up to the ceiling, but as the construction went on, the client wanted it to be higher. So maybe because they wanted their house to look more grand, you know.
grand and spacious, right? That's right.
Yes. So we ended up demolishing the second floor slab and got a significant increase in height. Eventually, he thought, I want to make the main door grand.
Really grand like that.
So this is Father's choice.
This is the terrace, and besides this, is there any other access, ma'am, other than this main access?
So there is actually service access from here.
Over here, right?
Yes, this actually gives direct access to the pool.
It goes right to the pool, yes.
There's a driver's room here. Next to the garage is the driver's room, and the pool is nearby. Before you get to the pool, this area was originally going to be a gym.
Like that.
But now it has become a prayer room because the prayer room that was on the second floor was replaced by the children's room. Maybe we can talk about it again later.
I bet you're curious about what it looks like inside, right? Yeah, maybe we can take a look. Yeah, sure. Okay, welcome to RA House. It's really nice, really spacious. And you can immediately see the grandest thing here is this staircase, ma'am.
Yes.
So, what's the story here? Did the owner really want this big staircase or what?
So actually, from the existing layout, the staircase was already positioned here. But before, the staircase was just a regular concrete staircase. It just went up like this. Then the curved design was actually the client's request. Because of that, since this is a renovation, we're limited by the space we can actually change from the original layout. So we kept the staircase in this position because it relates to the bedrooms upstairs.
When you go upstairs, it's still the same?
Because we kept some of the bedrooms upstairs as they were, so that's also related to it.
Then,
there's actually a garden under this staircase. People often use the space under stairs for something, right? It's used, for example, some people make it into a prayer room, some people make it into a play area for kids, things like that. But at that time, because we wanted something different, we made a dry garden under there because there's a skylight above it.
Yeah, my friend and I have been discussing it since it was explained. The door opens outward. Actually, that shows the airflow. It was pretty cool earlier, actually.
Because if we look at the original house, it was actually already about this size, and what we added was just the carport area like this. Well, the building itself used to feel stuffy and dark. That was actually because of the lack of cross ventilation. And then like natural light and especially airflow, there just wasn't enough of it, okay?
That's why
we open it up and create openings across from each other. So it feels cooler, right? Well, this is actually one of the proofs that cross ventilation works. When it works, it usually looks like this, and it seems like they haven't installed a door stopper yet. So the door is actually quite heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it actually opens by itself because that means the cross ventilation is working.
That's awesome. Okay, maybe where should we go next, ma'am, since the place is quite big?
What rooms are there?
Yes, so maybe we can see here, this is the living room. It's quite interesting because we designed it as a sunken living room.
Ooh.
Actually, sunken living rooms are quite trendy right now. If you notice that some of my clients in other projects have also requested for their family rooms to be sunken like this. Actually, from what I've learned and observed from clients, that's what I've noticed. It's different too, so it seems like they're the type of family that likes to gather together, and having a sunken room like that kind of creates a more intimate, cozy atmosphere. At least that's how I imagine it. Yes, so it's like being together, gathering, and it's all simple and humble because we're all sitting together down there.
We can try it, right? Sure. So we can try to feel that humble vibe, right? Yeah, yes.
Yes. So it's like this space is welcoming, you know, yeah.
Yeah. This was the light from the front earlier, right?
That's right. And then why is the shape like this, kind of cut off and angled like this? At first, before the ceiling was this high, the second floor height was only 270 centimeters. Yeah, so actually the access to the stairs should be from here, so we could go up like this. Yeah, it doesn't go there, but it turns out with the higher floor level, the number of stairs also has to increase. So that's why in the end, this was open to the front.
Okay. So how high is it here now?
This is almost, from here to here, it's almost 4 meters, right?
Okay.
From here to here, if we go down, it's about 60 cm.
Wow, this is really spacious. It feels spacious because of the lowered floor, so you end up getting that height too. That's right.
So, and this is because earlier we wanted to create something warm here. In the end, we also made the ceiling different from the other rooms. So here it is. We used WPWPC to add a wood accent to the room itself.
So it feels warmer in here.
So in the existing setup, this recessed area was covered with a wardrobe. So it's like
a built-in wardrobe?
this part here, the recessed area, is actually a wardrobe. But because we needed more space, we ended up removing the wardrobe and added more chairs instead.
Okay, yeah.
This is the window we added to let in light from the skylight so the room stays bright.
That's how it is. Okay, here there's also this glass here as you head outside. Yeah.
This is actually the foyer. The architectural term is foyer, so the transition space from the entrance to other rooms in the house is called a foyer.
That's it.
And here, since there is access, people can choose whether they want to go to the living room, go upstairs, or go to the common room here as soon as they enter.
Right, yeah.
Because this space is public and semi-public, we provide a bathroom
Oh,
for public use here. Wow.
this double door is so cute. Yeah. Wow, so even in the bathroom, there's a mix of colors too.
That's right. So when it comes to the interior and house decorations, the homeowner really has more say in it. For choosing the colors and everything, it just so happens that the homeowner likes pastel colors. That's why we chose a lot of colors like dusty pink and light brown. But since we already wanted a lot of wood in the building, it's still dominated by dark wood colors.
Like that. Is this using HPL? Yes.
HPL?
That's right.
All HPL is custom made. And it just so happens that the owner also likes things like this. So she also looked for a cute sink.
The ones with unique shapes, right? Okay. Yeah.
Like that.
Okay.
And because usually in public spaces, people only make powder rooms, toilets, and what else? Just a sink, but why did we make it a bathroom here? It's actually because we have this space.
This room? Yes.
So actually, this is a multifunctional room. So if there's an event later, like a religious gathering or a big event that needs a larger space, but they also want to have a guest room. So if, for example, the in-laws or friends want to stay over, or if someone wants to spend the night, there's a place for them too. So that's why we actually designed it so it can be opened up. So for example, the partitions aren't permanent. So when you need a bigger space, all of this can be opened up and the partition between the two areas can be folded so everything becomes open.
But
But if it turns out you need it as a kid's room, it can be used like that.
can this be opened? Yes, it can.
Yes.
This is in the room. There are two, right?
There are two rooms actually.
Oh. Wow, if it's open, it's quite spacious.
Yeah.
Is this one used as a guest room?
That's right. So now this is mostly used as a guest room for people who stay over.
That's what they say. So,
But maybe later during Eid, if they want to have an open house and receive a lot of guests, maybe they can open up these spaces to add more room.
yeah, all of this can be opened.
It can be folded.
Okay, so this actually connects directly to the dining area, right? That's right?
So if there's a gathering, people usually enjoy eating, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why we placed the multifunction room near the kitchen and dining room, since that's usually our priority. Now, when people gather, they can eat together with direct access. Living and dining, open space and everything. So at first, there were columns here in the existing layout. So here, there were columns everywhere. If you notice, in this area, there are actually no columns in the middle at all. So from this end to that end, there are no columns at all. Wow.
Even though...
Actually, there were originally a lot of columns here. That was also a change during construction, so the client really wanted it not to get in the way. We saw columns and wondered if we could remove them. In situations like this, it's less about whether we can, but it definitely impacts the structural calculations.
That's right.
Load strength and other factors will change, likely leading to cost adjustments and similar changes.
Yes.
And in the end, the solution is that we have to recalculate the entire structure.
Wow.
We injected a large structure at several points, enlarged the beams, and only then removed all the columns.
Wow, that's crazy, amazing.
Yeah, the idea was to achieve that spacious look.
Yeah, like that. You really get the spaciousness, so in the end, you also get the feeling that connects to the pool area, so it feels really open.
That's right, yeah. And usually a big house like this has both a clean kitchen and a dirty kitchen, right? But here, there's only a clean kitchen, actually. The dirty kitchen is on the service floor and is usually used by the housemaids.
Okay.
Because I just like to cook where people can see like this, so it looks nice when I cook like this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe before we go to the kitchen area, the clean kitchen, we can talk about the pool area first. Sure.
Sure.
Okay, wow, this really has a pretty big window. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. So we really wanted all the views to face the pool. Yeah, facing the pool. There are actually two kitchens here, the clean kitchen and this supporting kitchen actually. For the one directly connected to the pool, ideal if you want to have a pool party or similar event.
There's a bar counter too, right?
Yes, that's right. So this bar counter can be opened right away. It connects directly to the pool like that.
Yeah. Wow, it's really nice to hang out here, just like a pool bar, right? That's right. So is that area a service area too, or?
Here, there's a wash area for after you swim. It's also intentionally designed to be cute, so while you're here, it's still nice. You can.
You can rinse off here so you're clean before entering the house, yeah.
But if you go to the back here, it's actually more of a service area in the back, like for putting the AC unit and things like that. So what's the point? It's so the outdoor AC unit isn't exposed, so we provide a place for it here. There's also a private garden next to the pool, like I mentioned earlier, because we wanted to have a pretty big garden here. So I still want to have a garden next to the pool, so the vibe feels like Bali. So that being at home always feels like a vacation. That's why we put some plants here too.
Decking is usually made from yulin or other woods, right? What material are you using for this one, ma'am?
This one happens to use bengkarai wood. So later when we look upstairs, that's also bengkarai wood.
The pool itself is quite large, isn't it, ma'am? Yes.
It's about 3 by 8, 3 by 8.
3 by 8, right? There's also a seating area there, isn't there, ma'am? Yes.
That's right.
How about in that area, ma'am? What kind of area is that? It looks like there's another room here. Yes.
Yes. So here we actually made a seating area. It goes straight to the pool, right? So over here in the initial design, this was supposed to be the gym, a gym area. So after swimming,
Work out at the gym, we can just
we could put it here. That was the original plan.
right here.
And then since the dad really likes to hang out, this was originally supposed to be the boys area, so from the car parking area. So right here is where everyone would gather and all that, but it turned out we needed extra space on the second floor, needed another room because in the middle of construction, my mom got pregnant.
Okay, so
The second floor prayer room became a child's bedroom.
that's why the prayer room was moved.
Here.
Moved here like that.
But actually, according to them, it's actually nice too, yeah. When you pray, the view is of the pool and there's fresh air too.
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
So there's actually something interesting about this pool. You know, when we make a pool at home, it's kind of a common thing, right? So I was thinking, what could I add to make it more interesting? So that's why we tried adding a fountain. The one that goes straight into the pool, the fountain.
Yeah. That's really interesting. Is this from here?
Yes, yes. So it goes straight down. Do you want to try?
Sure.
Let me try.
Let's try to see. Wow. Whoa, Wow, this is really cool. Yeah.
Right.
So this really feels like it. You can feel the coolness too because of it.
That's right.
It's like there's a fountain too. Yeah.
This makes the house feel more like a villa, you know, the vibe.
Yeah.
So,
I guess I'll speak louder then.
yes, that's right.
Wow. So
If you go swimming, you can do it down there at the same time.
yeah, because of the waterfall. Wow, this is an interesting idea, my friend.
Yeah.
You can also try this at home too.
It's really hot in Bintaro, right?
Yeah. So
With something like this, it feels cooler, much cooler.
much cooler. Yeah. Wow, especially the view. The view here, once you sit here, it's really nice. That's right.
That's right, that's right. This is one of the things that we could say could be one of the attractions of...
Yeah, our house like that. Okay, maybe we can turn it off so it won't be heard. Let's continue so the audience can hear us again. Okay, yeah. Okay, so for the first floor, that's all right.
That's right. The electrical system needs to be separated in this case. Yeah, it's pretty complicated though. With the results achieved, it's worth it.
Yeah. Anyway, we haven't talked about the clean kitchen area yet. Maybe we should go there. Let's go. Okay, this is the one that's connected to the pool area. It's also a clean kitchen, but it's more of a supporting one.
That's right. So this is more of a support area for the pool. It's kind of like a mini bar area. This is directly connected to the main clean kitchen.
Now, this is a really interesting color combination. Don't use it. So, what do you think, ma'am? Can you tell us about it? Yes, well,
So the client is actually very unique. So from the first time we met, they already brought a card printed by themselves containing interior references.
like that.
So her mother was already very clear about what she wanted for the interior and everything else. It's also rare for someone to want a certain color to stand out from the others, right? Usually the colors are monochrome if we look at it. Then she wanted a different color, Miss Sella. She said she wanted blue. So we tried to add that color
There you go.
in her kitchen.
It still feels cohesive though. Could you explain whether this material is also HPL? Yes.
So actually for the material itself, we use plywood.
Okay.
For solid colors like this, we actually recommend using lacquer paint so it lasts longer. And actually with HPL, the color choices are limited. So for solid colors like this, we usually recommend using lacquer paint.
Okay.
And for the wood itself, we use textured wood patterned HPL. So it still feels like real wood.
Yes, it really shows.
Here, the range hood is custom made so that, well, this is actually a characteristic of classic kitchen design too, right? Yes. So usually the range hood is hidden. So we custom made it so that the hood is actually inside here.
There's an accent here too, right? Yes.
The accent is correct.
It comes out like this. Yes, wow. For the backsplash and the countertop, what do we use for these, ma'am?
For this part, we use mosaic tiles.
That's right.
This part uses mosaic tiles. So at first, we suggested using granite,
Granite slab.
but it just so happened that the client themselves chose this for the countertop, so we just installed it as requested.
Did you design all of this yourself, like the kitchen set? That's right.
That's right, we did the interior design, that's correct, but they happened to build the interiors themselves.
Because it's really interesting. There are also legs here, guys.
Yes, actually, this is so that when you come in, you don't immediately lose that classic feel.
Yeah.
So we still want to have a classic touch in the building. So usually we focus on the interior because the building itself tends to be more modern.
As soon as you enter.
But for the interior, we go for a classic style.
I see the AC unit above is also covered, ma'am. That's right.
So actually, we wanted the AC to not be visible. Sometimes it can be a bit distracting when it suddenly appears.
Here's the AC unit already like this.
So we tried to customize the AC together with the kitchen set. So later we'll hide it with a cabinet, but we'll still add vents so the air can flow. Another thing to note when we design a concealed AC setup like TH is the distance between the AC and the panel below it. So it really has to be quite high.
Why is that, ma'am?
Because you see, the AC actually blows the air downward.
Yes, that's right.
If it's too close to the bottom panel, usually the air doesn't come out.
Yes, and if there's too much water, the bottom gets wet. Yeah, that's absolutely right.
Usually there are two solutions. Either make it high enough or actually have the bottom panel open or with holes.
Besides that, maybe the audience sometimes wonders where the access is for servicing. I don't think we've passed by it yet. Yeah.
For the service area itself, it's near the show kitchen, right? Yes, that's right. This is already the service area.
There will be stairs here later.
A service staircase will go up.
Using a spiral staircase. Yes, that's right.
So actually, if we look at the existing condition itself, the service area is already on the second floor. We didn't change the service layout since it was already on the second floor from the start. This is the service access, so if they're cooking or doing anything upstairs that might smell, it can go straight to the clean kitchen.
Okay. Now we're finally going to see the second floor. How is it, ma'am? Yes.
We may see the second floor.
The two of us, right?
Even though the service area is on the second floor, the access to it is separate from the main second floor area. So later, we'll see what the second floor looks like, okay?
This material looks like wood.
Yes, this is solid wood. Actually, with this spiral staircase, even though it's tall, it doesn't really feel as tiring as a regular staircase, does it, Veras?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, there's that suggestion too.
Wow. Yeah. So from the skylight itself, it becomes an accent. That's what I mean. The slats too, yeah.
Because at first, this room was really dark inside. The building itself is quite big, you know. It's spacious towards the back, and of course there are rooms that don't get direct light in that area. So at first, this staircase was really dark. So we actually changed this. We added a skylight so this area would stay bright like that. Yes?
Yeah.
So during the day, we don't need to use lights like that.
Yeah, but for this channel, it's already good. Yeah, right. His mom, yeah.
His mom is happy, right? Like this. So it's like this. One of the reasons is because the void is quite big, so it would be interesting if we put a hanging lamp, right? Like that. So we really did decide on a hanging lamp here, and it was his mom who chose the hanging lamp.
Wow, this really shows a European vibe too. It's really European, isn't it? That's right.
Yeah, so actually we still wanted to add a classic touch to the building.
Okay, speaking of which, ma'am, the flooring seems to be the same, right? What kind of flooring is this, ma'am? Is it 60 by 60? Yes.
We're using a homogeneous style here. We usually build minimalist modern buildings or the industrial style that's trending right now. We usually tend to use cement for that. If you look at it now, it's got that cement gray color and it tends to look more matte. Well, for a building like this, actually, something glossier would be more suitable. Oh, and because we still want to keep the design simple and not too flashy, so we chose something that isn't too busy. The texture, you know, the one that looks like marble.
Yeah.
We avoid anything that looks like marble. Then we add a cream color, so it still has a classic touch.
The classic touch, right?
Yeah.
For the walls, I realized I usually do not go for pure white. Yeah, it's really white, isn't it?
That's right. So maybe it's just my tendency. I don't really like walls that are truly white. Unless, for example, the concept of the house is really aiming for that. But in some of my projects, I like the walls to be in bone colors. Gray, but a soft gray. Like brown, right? Yes, yes.
Yes.
That's how it heals because it will give warmth to the house. Especially if, for example, at night we turn on the lights using warm white or even cool white, the wall color will still look warm. Yes, this happens to be fossil gray. It looks good when paired with wood colors, and even with techno colors like blue, it still looks nice. So it's a neutral color, but it doesn't feel cold.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, on the second floor, ma'am, what rooms are there? There's a long hall and yes.
This is actually the existing shape, but since we're basically making everything new again because we tore it down earlier, the layout still follows the old one. So upstairs, it's already considered a private area, so there are mostly bedrooms here. So there's one kid's room, the master bedroom, a second kid's room, and a nursery.
Over there, is this the master bedroom? I thought it was this one, ma'am.
Yes, the door is really big.
This leads to the balcony.
Can we take a look?
Maybe we should check out the balcony first. Sure.
Sure.
The door is really tight together, isn't it?
Yes.
Maybe this door is the same as the front one, right? That's right.
But if it's below, the two doors merge into one.
Okay, like that. Wow, this balcony is quite spacious too.
Yeah, actually the balcony used to be even bigger than this, but we took part of it for this master bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah, before the balcony extended all the way over there. In my opinion, it's not really effective use of space because it's rarely used actually.
Yeah.
Actually, right now it's not even being used.
Okay.
Yes, but it still has to be there as a transition space.
Yeah, like that.
And all that. We still make use of it as an upper terrace balcony. We use some of the space for the master bedroom.
Okay, yes, brave. The chandelier is also the same. It's from the same friend as the one who made the stairs earlier. That's right?
That's right, exactly the same. This is a smaller version.
Yeah.
Because at night, when all the lights are on, it gives an even warmer impression.
It's even better that way.
Yes, with these lights, it also looks cooler from the outside.
Wow, that's crazy. Maybe if you're curious, we can show the photos later. Yeah.
Here, we also added a wall panel. So earlier, we saw it from below, right? Wood accents, so the facade looks good, right? Yeah, that's why.
This is the children's bedroom, the kids' room, the bedroom, yes.
That's right.
Okay, maybe we can take a look here. Sure.
For the kids' room, yes, there's a small balcony.
Wow, it's really pink.
Yes.
Wow, yes. So this is a girl's room.
Yes, coincidentally, they have two children. One is a girl and she's already in elementary school. One's in elementary school and there's a baby boy.
Oh.
Indeed, the choice of colors and designs tends to be more for girls.
Yeah.
Still girly.
Roughly, how big is it, ma'am? The room.
If I'm not mistaken, this is 3 by 3, right? Or is it 3?
3 by 4, right?
That's about it. If I'm not mistaken, 3 by 4, 3 by 5.
Wow, so there's even a room for Karmadi himself? That's right.
This is the resisting room, which was already here before.
Wow. Wow, this bathroom is different. It's a different theme, yeah.
So this is trending right now too. Tiles, mermaid tiles, hehe. The curved ones are mermaid tiles.
Wow. Yeah, this one, yes.
So sweet.
There's also some light coming in here. Right, that's important, right?
But we added a speaker so it still gets light because getting light into the bathroom is actually important.
Yeah. Next is this one. This is a bedroom.
This is the master bedroom.
Or the main one, yeah.
This is the master bedroom, the one where we used the terrace space earlier. We took that to make it a walk-in closet.
Okay, this is the master bedroom. Oh, wow, it's already bigger, huh?
Yes. So, since it's the master bedroom, of course, you want all the space to meet your needs. So from the client themselves, they want the master bedroom to feel like a hotel and include a workspace. It's also connected to the bedroom, which is a common request. The workspace is usually outside. But in this case, they want the office to be together with the master bedroom, like that.
So this one is a friend.
That's right.
This is the office, yes. This is the office. There's also a small living room.
The chandelier is also from her mother, right?
Chandelier. This is basically a locking closet, right? A locking closet.
This is the locking closet. There's a glass partition here to the bathroom.
That's actually how it is.
So that's the concept. Earlier, we wanted it to be kind of like a semi-hotel, right? So the bathroom is supposed to be connected, you know. Oh, with the room, with the bedroom.
How is that, ma'am? So it's connected, there's no door, right?
Yes, that's right.
Wow, that's really interesting. We can see it here. Take a look, guys. There's even a bathtub, it turns out. Bathtub. Okay, so everything is integrated into the bedroom. Uh-huh, with the bed for sleeping.
Yeah, I've tried it before. Many hotels are like this, right?
Yeah, that's actually how it is.
Actually, but for the toilet area itself, we still separate it. It's also supported with an egg and with X house. But this, like the wash tub and bathtub, can go directly to it.
To the room like that.
Yes, this was a request from the beginning, a reference from her mother who already wanted it like this.
Oh, right.
We even used WPC up to the ceiling like this to make it look luxurious. Yes, that's for the bathroom.
Now, this is interesting, ma'am. I just noticed there's another garden here. On the second floor, yes, right here.
So this garden used to be an inner court between 3 rooms. It used to be the master bedroom, the prayer room, and the movie room.
Oh, I see. So everyone
Can come here. Yes, this is like its own inner court. That's why we call it a Zen garden.
Yes.
It's actually not a wet garden. This is a dry garden.
But this is on the second floor, right, ma'am? Yeah. I thought it would actually be more difficult to build, or maybe it would leak or something. How is that, ma'am?
Well, if we make a garden on the second floor, we really have to prepare the treatment from the start. So there definitely have to be more floor drains. And then the thickness of the floor slab itself has to be different.
Thicker, right?
Yes, it has to be thicker, that's right. And the treatment underneath is also different because here we're using sand. And to keep the sand from spreading underneath, we use something else.
Geocell, right?
Yes, geocell, that's right.
Yes, I've also seen something like that, like it's used to hold things. That's right.
That's right. So the sand doesn't fall down.
It's already like my own home here.
Actually.
Let's take a look at the boys' room.
So earlier, that was the girls' room, and this is the other girls' room.
Okay. Wow, this one looks bigger. Here.
Yeah, this one looks more spacious, right? That's right, because actually these rooms were already here before. So we're just making use of the existing space. It just so happens that this room is bigger.
Wow.
And it has a bathroom too.
Yeah, same.
As for the bathroom design though,
The bathroom is the same.
the same.
So it's the same for the girls.
So they can be jealous of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one is more purple.
Earlier it was pink.
Yeah,
Wow. Wow, so this means you can even access it directly, right?
that's right. So from the room, you can go to the balcony. This balcony will actually connect several other rooms outside as well.
Okay. That's interesting. What other rooms are there?
Hidden room.
Okay. Yes, next. So the earlier one was for the boys.
It used to be open, there wasn't a wall. So the problem is the design was actually open before. That's why it should have connected directly to the inner core here. Oh, so your room was open by mistake. And then there was a window that faced the Zen garden earlier.
At first?
But now this one has been repurposed into the boys' bedroom. Yes.
Yeah. The design is simple but cool and bright. It's bright and light comes in everywhere.
That's right. The windows are actually very big.
Right.
At first, it was actually made for praying and coming here, you know. It was also meant to give light to the hall, actually, in the beginning.
Wow, this is actually enough. I see it's for the guys, right? The ones who are still babies.
Still, yes. Actually, if this was earlier, it would have been for prayer. It's actually really nice if you look at the view from here, I mean.
Okay. Next, what room is this, ma'am?
This one is actually a shared bathroom. So because this used to be a prayer room, we needed an area for ablution. That was made into an ablution area. And there's also a toilet.
I see.
But because this will be the boys' room, but later he won't have a bathroom.
Yeah, okay, so
So this used to be a bathroom.
just getting this ready, that's all.
It was just for ablution before. Like that, along with the toilet and sink. But yeah, there are new supporting needs now. We turned it into a bathroom, like that, yeah.
Design. It's more general. This is a shared bedroom, right? Shared bedroom.
For example, if the downstairs shower is occupied, someone can use this one instead.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, this is the access to
So here we have,
balcony. Wow. So this is also benkirai wood, correct? That's what you used? Yes.
This is benkirai wood.
Oh, wow. Yes, this is the balcony.
this is direct access to the pool. And there are several rooms here.
2 rooms, yes, 2 rooms.
That's right,
2 rooms. You can't access it if you don't look here.
that's right.
So it's just
Only some people can come here. Could you come with us first, ma'am? Maybe let's come here first since it's closer.
Come here or go there?
You can come here first since it's closer.
First, okay, let's go.
Okay,
Okay, where does this door lead to?
here it is. Movie room.
Wow, movie room. This is a theater room, yeah.
Theater room.
Has its own theater room. Yeah, this is spacious too. This is the sitting area. This is the sofa. You can see over there. Maybe there's also a window to see the pool area.
That's right. So when we first met, they told us that they have a sofa for, watching like this. She said that over there it wasn't used in the old house, so she wanted the new house to have a special room for watching. We created this space here for a movie room for watching together and everything, with a view that actually looks straight out to the pool. Wow. Actually, I still want there to be a window, even though it's a movie room. So we can work around it with curtains, roller blinds, and all kinds of things, so that even later on, even if we're just sitting and not watching, we can still get natural light, right? And there's also a view down below. Yes, this uses wall panels and all WPC as well.
Okay, it's fully covered, right?
Fully covered.
That's right. Maybe now let's go to the other room.
Okay, actually this balcony was originally for her father, because her father wanted to be on the second floor to hang out with his close friends too. So this area is supposed to be for sitting later. There will be more chairs here, like the ones by the pool.
Okay.
And originally, this area was also meant for her father's activities.
And his friends too. So this is the room.
That's right. This became a reading room. So he really has his own private space.
Maybe you can actually see it from the front, even from a distance. This is the reading area and you can use it for reading.
That's right.
Okay, maybe we can talk more about the design and construction duration downstairs.
Sure.
Sure. Okay.
Let's go.
How long did it take from the design phase to the construction phase for this house?
It was about 4 months back then. Okay? Then for the construction, it took about a year. It was a bit off from the timeline actually, because there were some changes during the building process. So the original target was 10 months, but if I'm not mistaken, it ended up being a little over 12 months, just a bit more.
Okay, so besides that, were there any other challenges? Maybe during the design process, maybe in discussions with the client or after construction, something like that?
Actually, if we're talking about challenges from my perspective as a designer, as an architect, it's definitely challenging when the project is a renovation project. Because sometimes clients don't really understand what renovation actually means. In their minds, they just want to change the space, that's all actually. But aside from that change, actually, a lot of things are affected by it. So in the end, we have limitations when it comes to designing, especially if we really want to make use of the structure, make use of the existing space. In the end, that also affects how we create and design. Especially when it comes to the layout of the space, we end up having limitations too. For example, if we don't change this wall or anything else, things like that are often related to the budget. Actually, it becomes a challenge in itself. That's where we really have to think. If this room is like this and I need this space here, then it has to be like this. That's really the challenge.
It's more about that. Yeah.
As for the construction itself, maybe it's something we mentioned earlier, that actually there were some changes, especially when it started being built. So for this renovation, since the construction process needed to be quite fast, we started early by demolishing things first.
Okay.
So when everything started to get demolished and all that, now the client felt like it would be nice if the ceiling was high. That's what I mentioned earlier as well. Initially, we weren't going to change the second floor slab since we used the existing height, structure, and kept some walls unchanged. Yeah, we focused on adding walls like that. In the end, there were some client adjustments. We explained that if they wanted it this way, it wasn't impossible. But of course, there will be adjustments here and there like this, for example. But we can actually achieve this, So if the client really wants it, okay, and if there's no problem with that, we're totally fine with it.
Yeah. For this project, can we share the budget for this house, do you think?
It's around 8 to 9 million per square meter.
Okay, what year was that? When did this start and finish?
It will be finished at the end of 2025.
Okay, maybe, for example, if a friend wants to see your work, ma'am, where can they see it?
We have a website, marcellaarchitect.com. There's also Instagram at Marcella Projects. You can check and see it there. Our home-based office is in Bandung, but we have many projects in Jabodetabek, Bandung, and Bali. So just try to reach out even if you're not in Bandung or Jakarta. Usually we work with partners. Coincidentally, Map Studio itself stands for Marcella Architect and Partners, that's why. Oh, I run this studio with several of my partners with the interior team, and then there's the contractor. So usually our clients are from outside Jabodetabek or Bali. Usually we will help with our partners if we have any in that city.
Collaboration, that's right. Okay. Maybe you can just check it out directly, and if you have more questions, you can ask them in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the next video.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. 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 Enjoy.